yeah. Don't do this. Mitä hittoa? Yeah, what up you guys? Welcome back to another one of these videos. Today we're gonna talk about what grip do I use and why. Like grip as in how I hold the clubs and why. Okay, so today we're going to talk about club grips. So how to hold 2, 3 or more clubs in the one hand and like why I use the grip that I use, okay? So there is 2 popular grips. There is the under grip and over grip. I know some people watching this, they go like, well, that's actually a classic grip and a circus grip. Yes, they are traditionally, they are classic grip and circus grip. I've done juggling over 20 years and people have telling me over 20 years what is what, like which is over, which is under, which is circus, which is classic. In my brain, I can't remember that. I have no way of remembering that because in my head, circus is classical. Classic is circus. Circus is classic, classic is circus. So why in earth would you call like classic and circus? Especially traditionally, jugglers were only in circus. So it's like, oh, that's a classic circus. Circus is classic grip, classic circus grip. What? I don't get it. My head explodes every time we talk about it. So we're gonna call them now under and over. So when you hold one club in your hand, do you take the next one under or do you take it over? These are the 2 most popular grips that are used. And recently I heard that there's some popular juggler on YouTube teaching guys that you hold like that. Please don't. I know there's no right and wrong, but there is stupid and more stupid. So don't use that. Please do not use that. Okay? You can if you want, but later on, you can't do anything. Period. Like you can only do that. That's it. That's all you can do. So if that's all you want to do, go for it. If it's not, if you want to do cool stuff where you can grab club, do whatever you want, or even that, then learn something else, all right? So I use under grip. So I always take the club here, put the next one under, put the next one under. That is what I use, under grip. And there's the over grip and over grip. There is some cases that I use over grip. And it is when I have to start basically 5 club singles. And I can do it from here as well. But sometimes I find it hard to go that high single very fast. It usually over rotates. So I can do very quick spin. But sometimes, especially if I have a balance, I'm gonna do 5 club singles under the balance. And I start with the singles. Then I find it much easier to go here. But that is pretty much the only, still the other one goes under and the next one goes over because that I can throw more looser single. I can throw more higher single from that. And that is the only case that I would use over grip, okay? And yeah, there's pretty much nothing else. And I would never grab it there. I would never catch it there. I would always place it. So that would be the only trick that I would use it with because I like the tricks that I do. I like to be able to collect and then go straight into the next. Or if it's like a multiplex, I want to go straight to the multiplex. If it's a 3 club multiplex, I want to be able to go from catch into the next trick without having to go, oh wait, let me just switch and now I can go. I want to be able to, when I do my routines, I'm going to just go boom, 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 boom. And that is the reason why I use this. I don't know if you can. I've never seen anyone who uses overgrip, where you take the next club over to be able to do what I do with clubs and with multiplexes. So I think this is better. Undergrip is much better, and I'm going to show you why. With undergrip, you can catch the club under, so it doesn't. When I catch over club, some people can do this. When I catch here over, it hits the other club and it bounces easily away. I have very small hands, very short fingers, so it's very hard for me to catch that, especially if it's the third one and I take like a low triple or something and I want to catch it there. I can only barely grab it with the tips of my finger, so it's very easily bounces off. Okay, especially if I do like really high throw, and to go super high all directions, super fast or high from here, and I only hold it with the tips of my finger, I find it very, very hard. So it's very hard for me. That is why I use the undergrip. And also every time you do a multiplex, because when you catch under, I can just catch and I can go release, 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 catch, release, 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 catch, catch. And it's very easy all the time. First of all, to keep it like this, I can do that and I can go again straight into the next move. So I don't have to do any kind of this kind of thing. I can go boom, 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 boom from one trick to another, always, every time, no matter what. So that is why I use that. And the same with the multiplexes. I can easily go, if I want to go to this multiplex, I can go there very, very fast. Boom, boom, okay? Boom, boom. Or let's say I want to go the multiplex where it throws two in the same. I can go into that as well. And if I have to be super, super fast when I do like 5 club multiplexes, different patterns, and it turns and moves, I can go easily throw that in there. See? And it will lock because it's under there. I can lock it very easily. If it's over, I have to do it a little bit more gently so I can catch it. There's nothing for it to lock except my fingers. And the undergrip, I have the club here as well, so it's much more secure for me, okay? Because this is in my palm and this is on my fingertips. And my fingertips are not as strong as my hand, as my palm. So again, that is why I use the undergrip. Here you can do, but not as fast. I can do it not as fast and strong as I can do with the undergrip, okay? So yeah, there's a whole bunch of reasons. Basically, those are the biggest ones. I want to be able to go really fast from one trick to another without ever changing or needing to stop the grip that I have. Boom. But yeah, without ever needing to stop or think about how to go. So I can go from anything. Now, obviously, there is a problem when you switch hands. You do switch the grip as well. So if you want to do that, but the same problem comes with the overgrip because now it's undergrip. Over, under, okay? So that problem is on both sides. But now that I know the problem, I would never do that. If I would do this switch, I know that I have to switch the pattern. So if I juggle, throw from there, I have learned how to throw from there, okay? So I know if I do this trick, a switch, and I want to continue on this side, I have trained the overgrip enough so I can start from there, okay? But on my everyday use, it's always undergrip, all right? Under. And yeah, I guess I made my point clear why I use it. And again, this is the thing. Some people say like, no, I use overgrip. It's so much better. Yes, for you. This is my opinion. You don't have to do exactly everything that I do. I'm just telling you, I use undergrip. And reason why I use it, I just explained, because for me, it's much more secure and I can do much faster all the different multiplexes that I do with 5 clubs and with 3, and I can go from one trick to another, and I don't have to do any kind of changes that I can't do unless without very quickly in my hand, because sometimes the patterns that I do require, especially a 5 and 6 club multiplexes, they require very, very fast movement, and my 3 club style, is I do a lot of collecting and starting. So yeah, that is why I use undergrip. And yeah, I would be very curious to know what grip do you use. So please like comment if it's something different, because those are the common ones, under and over. And please, if you want to tell me which is classic, which is circus, you can, but I won't remember. Like, people have tried. Like I said, I've done this over 20 years, and I learned first, it's this, or this. And, well, actually, people didn't even show you two. They just saw one, and then I saw these people do it differently, and this did differently. And I tried them both and see which one was better for me. And it was the undergrip. And later on, people were like, you know, that's a circus grip. I was like, oh, and that's a classic grip. Really? What? Why do they call like that? Oh, I don't know. So yeah, nobody seems to know why they're called classic and circus. So don't call them classic and circus, because classic is circus. Circus is classic. Anyways. But yeah, that is why I use the undergrip. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out more videos, and I will see you later.